Welcome to Bonnie's Eye. I'm Bonnie DeShong, and this is where we have great conversations with interesting people. Now, you guys know this man because he's been on with me many times before, and you know I love him dearly. He's my media brother, husband, friend, and everything else. And I am so happy to say that on a pretty regular basis, he's going to be joining me here on Bonnie's Eye, and I'm talking about the one and only Art Chat Daddy Sims.
Wait a minute. Who are you talking about? Me?
I'm
Oh my
talking
God.
about you.
Oh, Bonnie, I am so excited to be here with you on this beautiful day. I want to say happy Mother's Day weekend to all of the wonderful moms out there and just excited to be here with you. How are you, Bonnie?
I am doing great. And what you guys don't know, Art and I, we go to plays together. We go to the convention shows here in Chicago together.
Mhm.
We eat at restaurants and review them together. We do so much. And
Yes.
so, even though I've spoken about some of the things that we're going to talk about today, I haven't talked to you about them with my man, Art. Okay,
Mhm.
that we
Mhm.
shared. And Art, let's talk about first. This week, Art and I went to a memorial service for one of the dearest people in the world. And I say
Mhm.
that because Merri Dee influenced every woman in media,
Mhm.
especially here in Chicago, but
Mhm.
UNCF, uh, the lottery, everything. This woman, just her spirit is still with us all the way around.
Mhm.
Her memorial was something else.
Phenomenal is the word that we should use for the memorial service of the late great Merri Dee. And Bonnie, you just said something that was just so interesting, saying as a black woman, but I want to speak as a black man, being a young child watching her on WGN television, someone who looked like me or looked like my mother or grandmother, beautiful black woman delivering the news every night. Merri Dee was one of the driving forces of me as a little child saying, I want to be in the television and talk just like Miss Merri Dee. So once I got to get to know her over the years, it really did my heart good to know she was a genuine and honest person.
You know, she gave so much advice. Everybody yesterday that was talking about her talked about her smile. And Merri Dee would give you that smile, but Merri Dee was a mother. I mean, to
Mm-hmm.
all of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She would come
Mm-hmm.
up to me sometimes and she give you that smile and she go, Bonnie, where's your smile?
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie, make sure you do this. Or she'll give me a hug and say, you were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anyone take your joy from you.
Mm-hmm.
And she, you know, back in 1971, I think it was 71, she was on air and she was kidnapped and shot. And was she with her co-host or a guest?
She was actually with a guest who was on the show that evening, and she was giving the guest a ride, and that unfortunate situation happened for her. So yes.
And her tenacity, the guest died from his gunshot wound, but she crawled
Mm-hmm.
until she got to someone that could help her. And she had been
Mm-hmm.
shot twice in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And so that determination is just gives you the spirit of Mary, and she was always there to help
Mm-hmm.
anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She was community, and like I said, her spirit and the way her services were this past week was just amazing, just
Mm-hmm.
amazing, and a
Mm-hmm.
joyful celebration and
Mm-hmm.
beautiful all the way around. So um everyone who knew her, it will always be affected by her. If you did not know her, Google her. Merri, Merri Dee. Google
Mm-hmm.
her. It's
Icon.
worth it. It's worth
Icon, legend, trailblazer, just one of the first in the third largest market in the country to deliver nightly news, and was just a joy to know. If you knew her personally, it was just a joy to be around Merri Dee always.
Always.
Mhm.
Now, we're going to leave Merri and we're going to go to the latest thing that we went to together. And I talked to you guys about this, I think it was last week, but we went to a concert that neither one of us had ever gone to before. John Mayer. Art, I gave my review. It was just like bomb diggity. What did you think?
Oh, I thought it was incredible. First of all, when you called to invite me, I was so honored to be your date for the evening, as we always do. We're each other's date. And when you said John Mayer, I was like, oh my God, such an icon, such a rock figure. And for me to be able to go, and then your connection to the band, and just to see, your brother friend up there just doing the doggone thing, a black man, and people are losing their minds as he's performing on stage.
That's
It
great
just,
selling gains, y'all.
yes, it was just so wonderful, Bonnie. It was so funny. I did not know his songs, but the music was absolutely incredible.
And John Mayer is such a great performer.
Yes, he is.
And he's
Yes.
cute too. I ain't gonna lie, the
Mhm.
boy was cute.
Yeah, yeah. He was look, he was right. He was right. Yes, he was.
And we were 9 rows from the stage.
Yes.
And
Hmm.
I mean, it was an amazing, amazing evening. And so, but
Hmm.
I'm so glad I got to share that with you, as well as when we went to see
Oh,
Six,
yay.
one of my favorite shows this season.
Hmm.
Was it what you thought it was going to be?
I no, it was not. I was so surprised, from seeing the commercials and not really knowing what the production was all about. And when I got there, it was almost as if you were at a rock concert. Each one of the ladies embodied somebody that you would go see, whether Rihanna, whether Selena
Beyonce.
Gomez, Beyonce, Lizzo, whoever it was. Each one of those women were channeling the spirit of women that we know as modern day artists, but they were sharing history with us. This is like a spin of Hamilton, and it was just incredible. It really was. I was so shocked, and I enjoyed every moment of Six. It was great.
And Six is about the six wives of Henry VIII.
Hmm.
And they tell their stories through their own take of it, through music and
Hmm.
dance and humor. And it is 90 minutes long.
Hmm.
And they'll give you the countdown because they're keeping on it too.
Hmm.
Great music, great acting and singing, and it's just wonderful.
It
Go
is.
see
What I
it.
wanted to say, Bonnie, is that 90 minutes, and those young ladies do not take a break.
No.
They perform straight for 90 minutes. And it was over the top fabulous. Yes, it was.
Now, soon, Art and I are going to be coming back and talking about the restaurant show that's coming in at the end of the. This is one of our things that we really love to do is go to
Yes.
the National Restaurant Association show that's coming to Chicago at the end of the month. So we're
Mhm.
going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking pretty regularly on different things that we're doing, different restaurants that we're going to, giving our reviews. All
Mhm.
right, tell everybody about your show.
So thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate you so much. It's the real Chat Daddy show. You can catch it live Monday through Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. It's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. The real Chat Daddy show. We talk about everything from health, fashion, education, pop culture, the latest news stories. We've had some of the most amazing guests ever. Bonnie DeShong has been a guest, just to drop a few names. And I am just happy to do what I do, and I'm happy to be able to join you, Bonnie. This is amazing.
It is, and just recently you had one of the guests that I had on, D. Daryl Griffin, talking about the Enneagram. How did that go for you?
How did it go? It was life changing. It was amazing. When you are a creative type and you've always had some, let's say, deficiencies when it comes to dealing with people, he was able to tell me about myself. And it was something that I've known all along about myself, but I think the world needed to hear it to put me in a different category, a different perspective. And it was just incredible. My co-host and I both enjoyed every moment of it. We thought it was going to be a 20-minute interview, and it turned out to be almost an hour and a half, and it was phenomenal. I spoke this week to a group of people, and I highly encourage them to go take the test, go to his website, and discover the magic that he is able to interpret through that. And it was just great.
I am so happy. I am so, 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 so happy that you enjoyed it because so did I. He had me down to a T. Well,
Bonnie,
I know you got to get ready to get on to your own show and do your
yes,
own thing, but I can't wait
yes.
to talk to you probably next week on the show
Okay.
about whatever adventure that we have.
I want everybody to be well, happy, and be about being beautiful. All right. Thanks, Bonnie. I love you so very much.
Art Chat Daddy Sims. Thank you, Boo.
Bye, darling.